This circle is based in unconditional love, free from harm and fear. Those who love us unconditionally are now invited to be here. Dwa Isis, Dwa Isis, Dwa Isis, Dwa Sekhmet, Dwa Sekhmet, Dwa Sekhmet. Hello, 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 and welcome to the Relaxation Room, a space for deep healing and peace. Hello, Artesian, welcome back. Thank you for the heartbeat. If you've been feeling a little stressed out lately, if you've been feeling a little overwhelmed lately, congratulations, you found the right place. Hello, Debbie, welcome back. Thank you for the gifts. Here we combine energy healing with some guided meditation to help us achieve deeper states of relaxation and transformative healing. You may begin this session by allowing yourself to get nice and comfortable wherever you are. Allowing the full weight of your body to sink into whatever surface you may be resting upon. Feeling the earth supporting you even through the surface. The earth can support the full weight of your body and anything else that you may be carrying. And just beginning to bring your awareness to your breathing, simply by noticing how your breath feels as it enters your body. Noticing how your breath feels as it exits your body. Nice, natural breathing. Nothing should be forced or exaggerated at this time. And now you may feel, sense, or perceive with every inhale that you take, cleansing energy collects in your throat, and with every exhale, it clears away fear, silence, and the weight of unspoken words. Going at your own rhythm of breathing. Everything that you've been holding inside gently clears away as you breathe in and out. In and out. In and out. Allowing your breath be both your anchor and your guide into this present moment. As you breathe in and out, in and out, in and out. Cleansing and clearing, removing and releasing. Thank you so much for the gifts. Absolutely anything that is being stored in throat center. As you breathe in and out, in and out, in and out. Your energy becoming more and more stabilized, more and more balanced, more and more renewed. As you breathe in. Hello, Kirsten. Thank you for the heartbeat. Welcome back. And out. In and out. In and out. Opening the channels of communication, allowing any communication that has been previously blocked to come through. As you breathe in and out. In and out. In and out. Allowing the sacred smoke to wash right through throat center, clearing out any dark spots. As you breathe in and out, in and out, in and out. Hello, Michael. Welcome back. Thank you so much for the gift. I appreciate you. Thank you so much for the heart me. Continuing to cleanse and purify the channels of communication as you breathe in and out. In and out. In and out. Becoming more and more aligned with your truth. Thank you, and welcome back, Green Eyes. Feeling lighter and freer as you breathe in and out. In and out. In and out. Clearing away any heaviness. Clearing away any fear around speaking the truth. Clearing away any fear or apprehension around saying what needs to be said. Allowing your truth to shine through. As you breathe in and out. In and out. In and out. Okay, that looks like that's just about it for the smoke. My, that went for a long time. Feels like the collective is really holding on to a lot of stuff left unsaid. Okay. Now I will begin to count from 20 down to 1. And with each countdown, you will sink deeper and deeper into a state of relaxation. Softening all throughout the forehead as you release any worry that you are storing in the forehead. 19, relaxing all around the eyes as you release any tension you are storing around the eyes. 18, relaxing through the cheeks as you release any tension being stored within the cheeks. 17, unclenching your jaw as you release any tension you are storing in the jaw. 16, the space around your throat, relaxing and opens like the petals of a blue lotus flower, awakening in the moonlight. 15, becoming lighter and freer. 14, your shoulders soften and relax. 13, your arms go heavy as they become limp like noodles. 12, your fingers relax. 11, your heart softens and opens. 10, your body becoming heavier and heavier. 9, thoughts beginning to slow down, slowing down, slowing down. 8, your mind becoming quieter and quieter. Hello, Alicia. Welcome back. Thank you for the heartbeat. feeling so deeply relaxed. Thank you so much for the gifts. 6, effortlessly letting go. 5, beginning to drift. 4, body relaxing even more, thoughts slowing down even more. 3, maybe even beginning to notice the pause between your thoughts. 2, body becoming even heavier. And 1, feeling so totally relaxed as we reach the final stage of relaxation. And if you have, excuse me again, if you have a bodily function or an emergency to attend to, you will be able to leave this session just fine and deal with this stuff. And you will receive the full benefits of this session as if you had stayed the entire time, regardless of however long you are able to be here. Thank you so much for the gifts. Thank you so very much. And you will wake up tomorrow feeling so well rested and so rejuvenated, regardless of how well you are able to sleep tonight. And thank you so very much for everyone who is tapping away on the screen right now. Your efforts do not go unnoticed. You are all so super appreciated. And thank you so very much to everyone who is contributing right now. Your contributions mean so very much to me. And of course, thank you all for just being here. It is a pleasure to gather with you all tonight. And now you may imagine yourself inside of a room with a vault. Thank you for the gifts. And if you have anything you are worried about, anything that is just stressing you out, anything that feels big, heavy, or overwhelming, you can take all of that stuff and put it inside of this vault. And this is not a permanent space for this stuff. You will deal with all of this stuff effectively at a time when you are better equipped to do so. But for right now, your only job is to just relax, so you can put all of that stuff inside of this vault and lock it away for now. And now you may go ahead and bring your awareness back to throat center. Imagine a radiant sapphire blue light there, soft at first, like the first shimmer of dawn upon clear waters. Growing brighter and stronger the more that you place your awareness there. Feeling throat center pulsing with vitality and life. The center is your center of truth, expression, and authentic voice. Imagine this blue light like a vortex in your throat, and as it spins, thank you for the gifts, cleansing your energy like cool river water flowing through stone. Any heaviness dissolves. Any fear of judgment drifts away, just like mist in the morning sunlight. You no longer need to hide your truth. You no longer need to silence your spirit. Thank you, thank you, thank you so much for the gifts. Breathe deeply into this blue light. Silently repeat to yourself, I speak with clarity. speak with clarity. My voice carries truth and healing. My voice carries truth and healing. My voice carries truth and healing. I express myself freely and with confidence. I express myself freely and with confidence. I express myself freely and with confidence. I honor the wisdom within me. I honor the wisdom within me. I honor the wisdom within me. My words are aligned with love. My words are aligned with love. My words are aligned with love. Feel these affirmations ripple through you like a sacred song. Allow them to settle in your aura. Allow them to settle in your heart, your throat, your body. Allow them to settle in your spirit. voice is not meant to be buried. Thank you, thank you, thank you so much for the gifts. It is meant to flow like wind through ancient trees. Like waves singing to the shore. Like a prayer carried across stars. Now you may envision, feel, sense, or perceive a luminous blue lotus blooming at your throat. Each petal opens with ease. Thank you, thank you, thank you so much for the gifts. Revealing the pure essence of your soul's expression. This beautiful lotus flower glows brighter and brighter, radiating calm confidence through your entire being. You are safe to speak, safe to create, safe to be heard. For a few moments, simply breathe within this peaceful blue light. Allow yourself to rest in openness, honesty, and calm. Thank you, thank you, thank you so much for the gifts. I appreciate you. Thank you so much for the heartbeat. You may continue to rest here in this space of openness, honesty, and calm. You are also invited to come back into this present moment, becoming fully aware of your surroundings, coming back to your body, back to this place, back to this moment. Continuing to carry this peaceful energy with you. Your voice is sacred. Your truth matters. And the universe is listening. Allow yourself to be heard. Give yourself permission to say what it is you need to say. Thank you so much for the heartbeat. Nothing real will fall away or crumble under the truth. Only what was false to begin with. So allow yourself to be honest. Allow yourself to be real. And allow the channels of communication to be open for your greatest and highest good. It is time for the truth to come out. Thank you so much for the gifts. Thank you for completing the Heart Me Gold Papoofy, and thank you for everyone who contributed to the Heart Me Goal. Thank you so very much, and thank you for everyone who remembers to come and contribute their daily Heart Me's. It really does help out a lot. Okay. Thank you so much for the Heart Me. Now I will go ahead and wrap you in a blanket of protection. Thank you so much for the paper crane. I appreciate you. Oh my goodness, Joy, 2 paper cranes. Thank you so very much. And this blanket of protection will continue to harmonize, balance, and restore your energy. And anything that is feeding off of your energy or fueling you with fear, with peace and love, is now dismissed, never to return again. You and you alone have full spiritual ownership and authority over your energy. And it is your gift as a being of free will to release absolutely any unwanted energy at any time you choose. You are divinely loved. You are divinely cherished. You are divinely adored. You are divinely looked after. And you are divinely protected. Always. You have absolutely nothing to worry about. The universe is constantly conspiring in your favor. Thank you so much for the gifts. And welcome back, friends. Thank you so very much. Absolutely everything is working out for you, regardless of what that looks like in this moment. Everything is aligning for your greatest and highest good. Do not fret and do not worry. Just trust that everything is working out for you. Trust that you are wise enough. Trust that you are strong enough. Trust that you are resilient enough. Trust that you are resourceful enough. Trust that you are powerful enough. Trust that you are magical enough to make it through absolutely everything that you are going through. Hi Gayatri, welcome back. Thank you so much for the gift. You're gonna be okay. Thank you so much for the heartbeat. Every little thing is gonna be all right. Beautiful. I felt a really good shift in energy there, but it felt like, oh my goodness, that was quite a session. I feel like maybe there's been a collective issue with throat center, so I'm glad that we are in Gemini season and working on that now. And speaking of Gemini season, we now get to move on to one of my favorite decks to work with. I freaking love this deck. It's so great. And then I finally figured out, I was still kind of debating whether I wanted to just do this deck or if I wanted to do another deck with it. And I was like, you know what? Let's do two. So we're also going to be working with Heavenly Body Astrology. This is my favorite of the astrology decks that I own. So I think we're going to start. We'll start with an astrology card. And this is, by the way, how I've learned. I've been trying to get this out of the box. I'm so glad that it finally came out. It was like glued in there But part of the reason I love when decks come in big boxes is then I can make it like a nice little home. I'll show you what I did with the other box, but you can put like crystals in here to keep your cards like safe and protected from unwanted influence. You can make like a nice little board that you can put in here to keep your cards safe from unwanted influence. And just making sure that their energy is constantly being cleansed as you use them. Especially if, I mean, you're not really supposed to use your cards when you're worried, but like whatever energy you're reading with, like if you've been sitting in worry or some sort of undesirable energy, that energy can stick to the cards. So making sure there's something in there to keep them cleansed so that their energy is fresh and ready to be read every time you use them is good. It's also why it's good to switch decks periodically as we do over here. But anyways, what is tonight's message? What needs to be brought to our attention? What truth would like to be revealed right now? This card has been stalking me. House 5. House 5 is a very exciting... House 5 is a very exciting house. It is passion, play, children, confidence, and creativity. Something fun is coming around the corner. Something really good's about to happen. If we take a deeper look at the card, we have this heart that's on fire. And that's exactly how it feels. Like, it feels like something's about to just like, our heart's gonna feel so full. Our heart's gonna feel like it's just like overflowing with joy and buzzing with good energy. Do we read the whole thing? I think we're just gonna read the omen. I don't need to be teaching you people astrology. You can buy the book you can buy the deck if you feel called to. Embrace all the facets of the life you have lived, the mistakes, triumphs, gifts, and struggles. Can you tap into a sense of pride in the person you have become? Yes, I can, as a matter of fact. Let the wondrous being that you are radiate and shine. This extroverted energy says, allow yourself to be seen by both yourself and others. In the coming days, find joyful ways to relish your humanness. If you're an artist, create. If you're an adventurer, explore. If you're a social butterfly, mingle. Find ways to laugh with abandon and feel free. What stokes a burning fire in your belly and fills your heart with a love of life? Prioritize simple fun, engage in with the world, and enjoy your physicality. The expression of your authentic self is your highest offering. Okay, so then another thing I'm going to say is House 5 is ruled by Leo. And Leo is it's the sun. Why was I going to say Leo is also number 1? Anyways, I was going to relate it to, because it's the sun, like it has to do with like your sense of self, your sense of identity. So what it was feeling like is like expressing yourself somehow, like physically, like through dance, yoga, like whatever you have that gets your body into motion and has you feeling good, could be something worth exploring. The sun is also a very active energy. So like activity. If activity is something you enjoy, of course, if you're a person that's just sort of like, I don't want to do activities. Okay, I'm not going to tell you how to live your life. Like, I'm not going to sit here and be like, you have to do this to feel good. I don't know what makes you feel good, man. You know yourself better than I do, because I am just a person on your screen and I have no clue who you are for most of you. So it's not my place to sit here and tell you what should make you feel good, but whatever actually does make you feel good, don't do that. No judgment. As long as you're not hurting yourself or other people, I suppose. Okay, what is the rest of this message? I don't know, it just feels like something exciting is coming. What else? What else? What else? We have 7 with plant seeds. I was getting the vibe of 1. Yeah, we have 1 coming out with sense of self. And we have 2. What does this one say? Consider the moons. Okay. So we're gonna dig into these cards now. 7 is, it's the number of the mind. So with plant seeds, we can really think about like how we can plant the seeds of fun here, how we can plant the seeds of joy and contentment. Plant seeds. Then whatever, also another thing is whatever seeds you water is what's going to grow. So if you're constantly focusing like on how terrible your life is, if you're constantly focusing on like the things that you don't like about yourself, things that you don't like about the world, if you're constantly like just pouring your attention into the negative, that's exactly what you're going to be growing. But if you kind of like just shift your focus onto the positive, if you can even just find one thing about yourself that you really like and focus on that, and then just kind of begin to grow from there, or just, you know, maybe planting the seeds of building some sort of practice around bringing more fun and enjoyment into your life, even if it's just for a little while every single day. Or maybe if you are someone who doesn't really engage in a lot of physical activity and maybe you're kind of physically feeling the effects of that and you would like to feel more energized and alive and enthusiastic and blah, 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 then, you know, maybe beginning to plant those seeds and starting some sort of exercise of, or some sort of practice of moving and building it as a discipline, because it does take discipline. There are times, listen, as someone who exercises constantly, I have fun a lot of the time. You know, I love going places and listening to my house music and moving my body all around, but you know, sometimes it's tedious. Sometimes there's days where it's, I don't want to get out of bed because I feel like I can't move my legs right now. And you know, sometimes it's, you gotta get your keister up and moving in its force, and it's, we're gonna drink a cup of coffee today because I can't move. It's discipline, but making it light and fun at first, finding a way to make it light and fun and more like play than work, helps so that you kind of keep going through those phases where you're like, I don't want to do this today. And so that you keep up with the discipline instead of it being something that you start and then 2 weeks later you're like, everything hurts, I don't wanna anymore. It's painful sometimes, yes. Sense of self, and whatever it is that you, first of all, I feel like this can call for some sort of introspection with 7 being here, and kind of thinking about like your sense of self right now and how you can develop it into a stronger sense of self and into like a more positive outlook on yourself. And then we have 2 over here. 2 is the number of partnerships and harmony. So with this harmony, this could be like, for some people, there might be someone who comes along who kind of like helps get your body moving around, if you know what I mean. And that could be really fun and enjoyable for you. Otherwise, this could just be like building a better relationship to yourself, building like an internal sense of harmony, and just building a better relationship with yourself. And then consider the moons on this card. The moon's rules over tides, rules over emotion. So consider how you're feeling throughout this process. Like, it's going to be really hard to stick to something if you're just like, this sucks the whole time. So maybe, you know, if you are trying to build some sort of practice and it's feeling like, I don't want to, try thinking about ways that you can just add some fun into it to make it a little bit more fun. And again, just like maybe think about things that you are passionate about and things that you already do for play, and maybe consider building off of that somehow, or turning that into some sort of practice. I mean, anything can really give you a spiritual experience. I don't think that there is a right or wrong way to have a spiritual experience. That's just how my practice is. I know other practices are like, you have to do everything by the book or else you're not doing it wrong, and the spiritual experiences you're having aren't actually spiritual experiences but delusions. And it's like, you know what, how about we just let people have their experiences, okay? So maybe thinking about like, and also for me, I mean, I'm ruled by the planet Venus, and I feel like it's very Venusian of me, but my practice is very much rooted in my desire. So I feel like if you kind of take a look into like what elicits a feeling of desire within you, that can lead into some of your most profound spiritual experiences. So maybe that could be a place to start. I feel like that's good. Creativity. If you're a creator, that's definitely a good way to channel the divine. And then 7 plus 1 is 8, plus 2 is 10, which reduces down to a 1. Yeah, again, we have 1, which is the number of God, too. It's also a number of power. It's a number of initiation. It's a number of taking charge and action. So it feels like either one, there's going to be some sort of action that's coming up. For some reason, I want to say there's going to be a lot of action this weekend. Take it as it resonates. Maybe that was the message that's meant to come out. But I feel like through whatever like fun it is that we are having, we're going to be learning a lot about ourselves. And it feels like we are getting, and then 5s are also lessons. So it feels like we are going to be getting some sort of, okay, I'm getting 2 messages. It feels like we are going to be getting some sort of lesson, but it's not going to be like the lessons that we get through like pain and tears and stuff like that. It feels like it's going to be the kind of lesson that happens with fun and enjoyment. And then learning to enjoy the journey, because 7 is all about the journey. And the journey starts in the mind before it becomes anything else, which is why also we have to be mindful of the seeds that we are planting, because that's going to kind of dictate the journey that we are having. Is there anything else that the cards are telling me right now? 1s and 2s. Maybe there's like a favorite DJ that you have. I'm just getting someone spinning on 1s and 2s. Just going somewhere with music might be beneficial. Is there anything else that's happening? Balance, yeah. And then we have like, well, first of all, if we look at this card, which 2 is a number of balance anyways, it has both the sun and the moon on it, but then I was also noticed this one's the like we have the moon, and then 1 is the number of the sun, and then we also have house 5, which is ruled by Leo, which is ruled by the sun. So we have this really good balance between the sun and the moon. So action, like, yes, make sure that we are taking action, make sure that we are having fun, make sure that we are all doing and stuff, but then also making sure that's balanced with rest and receptivity. Like, we don't always have to be taking action on things. We don't always have to be working towards things. We don't always have to be like grasping towards things. We can allow ourselves to just sit and be receptive and allow things to come to us instead of like trying to take charge all the time. It's good to take charge, and there's definitely a message here about some sort of action being taken. This could be someone taking action on you and you being receptive. Oh, and then we all have the sun and the moon together. So we have yin and yang. We have really, really good balance here. Balancing your thoughts is another thing that's coming through because we have 7. I'm a life path 7. Oh my goodness. I'm a life path 7. And then 1 and 2 is 3. There's like the other number that's not your life path number. I forget what it's called. But that I'm one of those as a number 3. Is there anything else that would like to come through? I think that's it. All right, guys. That just about does it for me tonight. Thank you so very much for being here with me tonight. Thank you so very much for practicing with me tonight. I will be back tomorrow evening for our next session at 8:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So I will see you all very soon. And you guys, don't forget, I do have a YouTube channel, same handle as my TikTok channel. So if I'm ever just not around and you're like, dang it, I need you to help me relax and sleep, don't you worry. All of my live streams are uploaded over to my YouTube channel for your viewing pleasure. So anyways, I will see you all very, very soon. Bye.